Welcome to our channel. In today's explainer, let's dive into a high-stakes botanical mystery. Imagine a devastating situation where you meticulously apply 15 liters, or roughly 4 gallons, of nutrient-rich water to a high-value greenhouse crop, only to watch it immediately pour out of the bottom drainage holes, while the plant itself continues to severely wilt.
We are looking at a devastating biophysical paradox that routinely tricks even experienced outdoor and greenhouse growers. It forces them into stopping their irrigation cycles prematurely, all while their root systems essentially suffocate. This is a profound failure in substrate dynamics that quietly destroys crop yields, and the underlying cause is something completely invisible to the naked eye. It's a phenomenon we will fully unravel once we truly understand the physics at play.
The crucial point here is understanding a severe fluid dynamics problem known in soil science as preferential bypass flow. This occurs when water simply seeks the path of least physical resistance and completely circumvents the hydrophobic topsoil. Instead of hydrating the dense root zone, the irrigation water is hydraulically channeled through microscopic gaps. This leaves the core matrix entirely untouched, triggering a massive cascade of physiological stress responses throughout the entire plant. This brilliantly illustrates the inherent vulnerabilities of our most common organic growing media when they are pushed past their limits during critical drybacks, which are often designed for generative crop steering. For instance, sphagnum peat moss is highly vulnerable to severe, sometimes completely irreversible hydrophobicity once its gravimetric moisture content falls below 30%. At that specific threshold, its spongy fibers collapse and violently repel moisture, unlike coco coir, which manages to release its water much more gradually and maintains a far superior hydration buffer across that steep moisture gradient.
This vulnerability rapidly accelerates when we examine the physical contraction of these media. It's a process called substrate shrinkage, and it speeds up as the metric potential drops to -25 to -30 kilopascals. At this intense level of metric suction, the tensile stress within the substrate actually exceeds its cohesive strength. The entire root ball shrinks and pulls away from the interior walls of the container, creating a continuous, highly conductive macroporous void known as the annular gap.
This annular gap is exactly where our irrigation water rapidly escapes, short-circuiting the entire soil matrix by channeling straight down the inside walls and right out the drainage holes. It's a terrifying reality that can leave up to 50% of the internal root core completely bone dry, even in massive 380-liter or 100-gallon fabric containers. This represents a staggering loss of yield potential and wasted nutrients for any commercial crop.
While the outer edges of the pot simulate a state of full saturation, an invisible, stealthy cellular crisis is rapidly unfolding deep within that desiccated central core. Root tips trapped in the dry zone detect the severe decline in soil water potential and rapidly synthesize a stress hormone called abscisic acid. This hormone is then loaded directly into the xylem and transported via the transpiration stream all the way up to the shoots.
This root-to-shoot signaling cascade acts as an emergency shutdown mechanism for the plant. It begins when the abscisic acid binds to intracellular receptors in the leaves, triggering a massive efflux of potassium and chloride ions. This sudden osmotic shift forces the guard cells to rapidly lose their internal turgor pressure. The result is that it instantly slams the stomata shut and halts photosynthesis entirely, all while the grower falsely believes the plant has been perfectly watered.
This saturation illusion is further compounded by a pervasive cultivation myth surrounding standard diagnostic tools, specifically the widely used pour-through extraction method. Because this procedure preferentially extracts substrate solution from the bottom strata and the outer perimeter of the container, the captured leachate is almost entirely bypass water. It completely fails to reflect the severe drought and the hyper-concentrated fertilizer salts locked within that deeply hydrophobic core. This false reading often leads growers to drastically overfeed, ultimately burning their plants, because they don't realize just how toxic that dry core has actually become.
Recognizing this crisis often leads well-intentioned growers to commit a fatal error, which is attempting to fix the severe desiccation by simply adding more pure water to the container. Unfortunately, pure water is highly ineffective here because it physically cannot overcome the intense surface tension created by the waxy, lipid-based organic coatings that have formed on the dried substrate particles. Trying to wash this away with pure water is honestly like trying to wash greasy hands without soap.
Please like and subscribe, it really helps our channel a lot. Now that we thoroughly understand exactly why pure water fails to penetrate these waxy biological barriers, we can finally look at the scientific hack required to break this hydrophobic seal and restore the medium's natural water-holding capacity.
The solution lies in harnessing natural, plant-derived surfactants, known as saponins. These are specialized amphiphilic molecules that drastically reduce the cohesive forces between water molecules. By positioning themselves at the air-water interface, these saponins flatten beaded water droplets into a thin, continuous film. This essentially acts as nature's dish soap, allowing moisture to easily penetrate those stubborn, waxy organic barriers at the solid-liquid interface.
One of the most powerful natural sources of these highly active compounds is Yucca shidajara, an incredibly resilient desert plant whose extract is densely packed with steroidal saponins. Because these plants evolved to maximize every single drop of moisture in harsh, arid environments, their extracted saponins function as the ultimate natural wetting agents. They effectively reduce water droplet size and entirely destroy those hydrophobic organic barriers in a matter of minutes. When comparing highly effective organic options, it is absolutely fascinating to contrast the sheer steroidal saponin concentration of yucca extract with the multifunctional biochemistry of aloe vera. While yucca provides incredibly aggressive wetting action to quickly rehydrate dry pockets, aloe vera delivers both a gentle surfactant effect and a crucial dose of salicylic acid. This acid is a biological compound that actively triggers the plant's systemic acquired resistance pathway to naturally enhance its immunity against intense abiotic stressors like heat and drought. To execute this physical remediation protocol and eliminate the bypass flow once and for all, you'll first need to precisely mix your chosen natural surfactant into the irrigation water. For smaller containers, you can actually submerge the pot entirely in this solution until the vigorous bubbling of escaping air completely stops. Meanwhile, larger containers require a highly calibrated, prolonged slow drip top feed to ensure the moisture is absorbed evenly into the core rather than rushing straight down the sides.
Implementing this strategy requires absolute precision in your dosing, as these saponins are highly potent biological compounds. A standard effective rate is just 3 grams, or roughly 1/8 teaspoon, of pure micronized yucca powder per 3.8 liters or 1 gallon of water. This precise ratio provides enough surfactant power to rehydrate the matrix without causing cellular damage to the delicate root hairs or generating excessive, problematic foaming within your irrigation lines.
This mechanism is so reliably effective that specialized commercial agricultural formulas heavily utilize these exact same Yucca shidajara extracts. For large-scale crop remediation, manufacturers often combine these natural steroidal saponins with specific non-ionic surfactants. These are the exact penetrant strategies greenhouse growers use to flip entire commercial rooms back to health overnight, effortlessly flushing built-up mineral salts and instantly restoring uniform hydraulic conductivity across their canopy.
By consistently integrating these saponin-rich natural surfactants into your advanced irrigation strategy, you drastically change the physical dynamics of the rhizosphere. In fact, utilizing these amendments can increase your soil's overall water retention and boost the plant's baseline drought resilience by up to 60%. That is a truly remarkable return on investment for simply tweaking your water chemistry, essentially transforming a highly vulnerable water-repelling block of dried peat into a highly efficient sponge-like matrix that maximizes every single drop of water and nutrient you apply.
So the ultimate question is whether you are prepared to master these underlying substrate biophysics and eliminate the devastating hydrophobic bypass from your own cultivation systems by leveraging the power of natural surfactants. Thanks for watching. This content does not constitute medical advice, legal advice, or recommendations for the use, self-treatment, or consumption of any substance.